Back to the news. China says it is set to increase tariffs to 125% on U.S. goods, a move expected to affect American farmers and companies.
NBC's Vaughn Hilliard tells us about the escalating trade war with China.
Rounding out a wild week on Wall Street, another shot across the bow. The trade war between the world's two largest economies is ramping up yet again.
China has decided to up the ante, raising the additional tariff.
China overnight striking a higher tariff on the United States, raising the tax on American goods from 84% to 125% in response to the U.S. tariffs already in place. The moves sending markets into a tailspin as investors and businesses try to navigate the moving targets. President Trump today on social media claiming we are doing really well on our tariff policy, calling it very exciting for America and the world. But the president of China, Xi Jinping, responding for the first time, warning China doesn't fear economic suppression, adding there are no winners in a tariff war. With China one of the main importers of U.S. goods, that move is likely to affect American farmers and companies. For small businesses, the tariff tit for tat already hitting home.
Checking every invoice for tariff charges. It's real.
Amy Saldana, founder of Kitty Wampus Toy Store in Minneapolis, Minnesota, is anxious.
It's not like we can say, oh, we're just not going to buy from one country. We'll pivot to another country, especially when that country is China, which produces so many of our inventory products.
Analysts predict that ultimately higher costs will be passed on to consumers and raise the price of goods. In Washington, Vaughn Hilliard, NBC News.
Another rising concern on the impact tariffs will have: the price of medication. Some estimates show the U.S. imports about a third of the pharmaceuticals on the market. Pharmacist Daniel Jones says his biggest concern is seeing issues with the supply chain.
You're going to have people that, number one, might not be able to afford their medication anymore. And number two is who's going to supply the medication from where they were getting it in the past. And number three is possibly who's paying for it.
He says what could be a $4 drug could soon be a $14 medication. He also says big manufacturers are in China, and so the tariffs will have an impact on consumers.